Hello, and welcome to The Ones to Know. I'm Kelly with Cooper Sotheby's, and I'm here today with Liz Grimes. Hi, Liz.
Hello.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm
Excited.
so glad we wanted to do this for so long. And it has been such a blessing to have you at Cooper. I know you came from other brokerages. I was laughing in our meeting last week when you were saying I did the brokerage tour.
That's true.
And I mean, it happens, throughout our career, whether it's, many different reasons we change brokerages. But one thing that's so fascinating about you is that it doesn't really matter which brokerage you're with because, these relationships that you have are so long term and, they're going to go with you wherever. But us here at Cooper, we're so excited to have you. It's the perfect fit. And hopefully you feel like that too. Tell us how it's been so far.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, I will never leave. You're not getting rid of me.
You good. You're
You are stuck
me.
with me. I wish I had come here before 2 brokers ago. And I didn't, but this is our right time to be here. And we're just really grateful and so excited. And every sales meeting, every broker event I go to just solidifies and confirms that. It's just the people that we get to network with and the tools that are presented before us and the marketing team.
Yeah.
And it's just wonderful.
Well,
Whole group.
we love having you.
Thank
And,
you. I
and
love
what
being here.
what adds to your success? I mean, how long have you been doing real estate in Austin?
In Austin, I'm going on my 21st year.
Oh,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I love that.
I love helping people and I love solving problems. And so real estate is a good fit for me.
Yeah.
My mother, growing up, was a real estate investor. So I kind of followed her around, scraping wallpaper, watching her, fix and flip and sell and all this stuff. And I just always thought real estate was fascinating. And so when our kids were little, one year I read in the newspaper, the paper newspaper.
What? What's that?
Yeah. Makes your fingers black. That the Real Estate Commission was upping the number of hours for licensure,
Oh,
that they were increasing it. And I just thought, well, I'm just going to go do that. I'm just going to go get my license
Yeah.
because
just
who knows?
yeah.
And then the kids got older and went in elementary school and I had a lot more time. And I thought, well, I've got my license. I'm just going to go to work. And I love real estate. And so I started with Keller Williams.
Uh-huh.
Was there for a long time, then went to a couple other brokers and built a good following, have a lot of great referrals. I'm very grateful for my loyal, trusting clients. And it's a real interesting business, interesting time to be in real estate.
It is.
Sure.
But I think, and I mean, I work with you, so I see a different side, but I'm sure clients feel this too, is that you have such a calming sense to you. And so, I mean, even when a transaction can get
100%.
stressful, I bet that comes across. People enjoy working with you because you put them at ease. Would you say that that's right?
Thank you for saying that. I think that is correct. And I have had 3 clients this week be presented with kind of challenging solutions from me and hard conversations. And then all 3 of them said, I trust you.
Oh,
And if you're telling me to do this, this is what we're going to do. And nothing means more to me than that,
yeah.
than getting to guide.
Because you're
clients.
honest. You can tell you have good integrity. You're a great person.
Thank
And
you.
so, I mean, that just, you can't learn that. You just either have that and you exude that daily, I'd
That's
say,
so
when you come
generous.
into
Thank
the
you for
office.
saying
But
that.
I can see why
Appreciate
your
that.
clients come back to you time after time
Thank
for
you.
that reason.
Well, it's not about me. I don't ever, it's about them,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
And if I ever put my needs or wants or desires or goals ahead of them, then I'm not serving my clients.
Yeah.
So it's just always about them,
Yeah.
first and foremost.
But what keeps you in this calm demeanor? When the market is like it is, it's, crazy up and down. Every transaction has something new. I think I've seen all of our agents lose their cool at some point. Not you.
Well, maybe you just haven't seen that map.
Because I'm ready for it.
I will tell you, this morning was a little different. I can be very direct.
Yeah.
And very to the point and very curt when it's necessary.
Okay.
I like to communicate by building rapport
Uh-huh.
going into needs of my clients, issues that have arisen, problems that need to be solved,
Mhm.
and then ending it, if it's a phone call or a voice message or an email or a face-to-face conversation. I think how you engage someone initially really sets the tone for the whole conversation.
True.
And a lot of times people come to me and they're
Hello?
they're hello, and they are Sam, uh, and they're not
But this
present.
agent keeps her phone on
All right,
all times, and
I do. I real and people in different time zones really appreciate that.
true.
Um, but I just see people who are not present.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, I'm showing a listing to an agent and his buying client, and the agent is taking calls and speaking with other people,
Really?
setting appointments.
No way.
Call my assistant, she'll set that up for you. I'm gonna show him right now.
So is that,
And I
like,
just
mind the perception to be, like, that they're so busy, or they just figure their client doesn't care? I wonder why people would do that.
I do too, Cal.
Yeah.
I don't get it
Yeah.
because, there's so many obstacles in our path as real estate agents.
Yeah.
So many places where we can, well, fail or learn and grow,
True.
and serve our clients
Mhm.
and be honest and say, wow, I messed up.
Yeah.
So let me make that better.
Yeah.
And I don't like to be in that position. I don't like to mess up.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
part of my
try to avoid
personality.
it. Yeah.
We do.
But, I mean, it does happen, and
That
it's true, there's so many different moving parts for every single transaction that, I see a lot of agents, give more information or they wanna be the expert versus, if you don't know, you don't know. It's
yeah,
okay. Um, but yeah, there's a lot to navigate.
there is. And I think honestly, and I was just mentioning this with Ian and I were having a conversation about this. I think knowing what to say
Mm.
is almost less important than knowing what not to say.
Oh, okay. How
Uh,
so?
um, you know, you never know, especially if you're not really, really cued in to where they are
Yeah.
in that moment in their life, in just their evolution as a homeowner, as a home buyer, as a home seller, as an investor. You don't know what's going on in their background.
True.
And so you might inadvertently say something that you just think is kind of like a blah, 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 whatever.
Mhm.
And that kind of thoughtless commenting can come back to you.
Oh, yeah.
So I try and be very thoughtful about my messaging.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you never know.
you just
Yeah.
don't know. You just
Yeah.
don't know. And it's really a lot easier. I just don't like to have to backpedal. I like
Yeah.
to keep going forward.
Yes, absolutely. And, there's so many, perceptions, we can't say bias. Yeah, perceptions of, both sides, what clients think of us as agents, especially when we have to defend our commissions and why, the value of what we are bringing to the transaction and how that helps them, and then
Right.
building that trust. And then also the perception that the agent gives to the client of assuming they understand the process or they don't, or,
Right.
the level of knowledge that they have, or did they just get it from ChatGPT? So there's
Right.
so many questions back and forth to kind of figure that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there really are. And setting people up for the process, it's repeatable.
Yeah.
And so having those conversations or having systems and processes set up, which sweet Ava Marie is working on with us now.
Good.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Ellie. Um, just so that we can be genuine in educating our clients
Yeah.
about the parts of the process where they may be unaware.
Mhm.
They may not have, experience with that. And sometimes people um, think that, they should know more, I
Yeah.
think. And
Yeah.
I think it's hard for, especially in this market in the world, just with information everywhere, for someone to say, I don't get that. I
Yeah.
don't understand that. Can you help me understand that better?
That's
Those are
true.
like
We
some of
don't
my
hear people say that
never
anymore.
say that. And these
Yeah.
are like some of my favorite questions,
Yeah. True.
So
Especially, what I've seen lately is that we have so much focus on the first time home buyer,
yeah,
but never the first time home seller.
I
And
love
many
that.
times they think that they know because they've been through the process, and we think they know they've been through the process, but it's very different being a seller than it was being a buyer. So,
Very much so, yeah.
I like
It's
that you're
true.
coming up with processes.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
too. It's gonna free me up to go,
Do fun things,
yeah,
which is
do
what?
fun
What are
things.
the fun things that Liz does?
The fun things, I love being with my family.
Yes.
I love riding horses, and I'm gonna get back to horses very soon. Um, I love being outdoors. Like,
Okay.
first and foremost,
Yeah.
outdoors, outdoors, outdoors.
Okay.
That's
Like
my
backpacking into somewhere to spend the night or like going on what does outdoors mean?
well, literally outside of the door.
Okay, so we're not in the
I
mountains.
just
We're just outside. Oh, we are.
we are.
Okay.
Like, I just love I grew up in Southern California
Okay.
where, it's like between 68 and 72 year round. And I met and fell in love with my husband, and we came to Texas, and I was like, "Oh, what is this stuff in the air that is making me not want to move?" And so I just felt like it was, growing up, I just was I mean, we would just hike, we would camp,
Yes.
we went and rode horses through the high Sierras.
Oh, wow.
My family, we went up there for 2 weeks. These cowboys took us up there, packed us up there with food and tents, and set us up with fire pits.
Oh
And we
my
were
god.
by a stream. And then they said, "Okay, we'll be back in 2 weeks." And it was incredible.
Oh, that
It
was
was
being
just amazing. So I just live to be outside.
yeah.
Everybody knows that. That's like if Liz is getting cranky, open the door. So yeah, David and I took the kids. We'd never been to Bastrop State Park. The
Uh-huh.
kids, not the kids. We took our dogs, who are our kids now. And went hiking in the piney woods
Oh,
on
really? I've heard
Sunday.
that's so pretty. How
You
was
should try. It was
yeah.
incredible. It was just
Is there
beautiful.
real trees out there? That's right.
Huge.
That's what I've
I'll show
heard.
you the video.
Okay.
Piney woods, walking on pine needles, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
So the beach, the mountains, anything outside, skiing, hot tubbing,
Are you
all
a
of
road
it.
biker?
Hmm?
Road bike?
Road bike,
You like
no.
to bike?
I do like to bike.
Yeah.
We'll go bike around the lake,
Mountain
bike
bike.
around,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Okay.
Um,
Pickleball?
I have played pickleball. I like pickleball.
Tennis? Which do you prefer?
Tennis. I
I
would
know
say
it's like a
tennis.
rival.
I would say
Okay.
tennis. I
Me
like
too.
tennis. It's a little more technical, I think.
Mm.
And
I'm terrible at both, but I feel like the full swing
I bet
is
you're not.
I just wanna like the pickleball is too
Yeah, it's kind of abrupt and jarring. It's a
no,
great workout.
but it's supposed to not be. I mean, everyone's like having a drink while they're doing
Right.
pickleball, and I'm like, "How
Well,
is
they
this
sign them.
sweating and freaking?" And I
Yeah.
can't. I have to focus.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you. I don't know how people drink and exercise or
I know.
play golf or something. I
Yeah,
just couldn't do that.
I can do the golf because it's 5 hours. Do you like to golf?
Um, I don't golf. I have a couple times,
Yeah.
and I really liked it, and I made a couple really great shots.
Yeah.
But no, Ian keeps saying, "Mom, we should take up the sport together." And I thought, that's so sweet. And he's talked about that, but we've never made it happen.
Yeah. Golf is fun. It's just so long, and then, like, it's just like you said, you get a couple good hits, and you
Yeah.
think you're like, "Oh, hey, I like this,"
I'm
and then the rest is, like, terrible.
Right.
I'm in the woods and everything
Yeah.
else. Okay, so you do that,
So,
and what about, family?
we have a really wonderful family. We have 3 kids, 2 grandsons. And just time with them is just what I really truly live for.
I wanna be a grandma. Do you love it? Where are the grandsons?
They're
Here?
both here in Austin.
Oh, you're lucky.
They're
Okay,
both
good.
here in Austin. Got to see them last night. Our oldest grandson, Wyatt, will be 2 on the 16th of this month.
Oh my goodness.
And he's just now, when Dave and I show up, he's calling us our names. So,
Oh.
before he was born, my daughter-in-law said, "Well, what's your grandma name gonna be?" And I was like, "Well, I want it to be something fun and unique."
Okay. What
And so I'm Liz with 2 Z's. So people have been saying, "What's your name?" "Oh, my name's Liz, L-I-Z." And I'm like, "No, it's L-I-Z-Z." So I'm Zizi.
Oh, cute.
And it's so cute because we show up, and then he just started calling David Papa.
Oh,
So
Papa and Zizi.
Papa and Zizi.
Oh, that's so cute.
And we got to go trick-or-treating with them,
Uh,
and Wyatt was in the front with our son Jack and our daughter-in-law Lucy, and, it was he's not even 2, and it was like the sun was going down, and there were these lights and people running around and looking crazy, and I could see him just going like this, and then he would just turn his head around and go, "See, Papa?" Like,
oh,
"Is everybody still here? Because this feels kinda,
what is
a little
happening?
different."
Like,
Well,
we're at people's door, they're giving us candy. The
yeah.
whole experience.
Yeah.
It's odd.
Yeah, but just, everybody says, "Oh, when you're a grandparent, it's just, it really is just such an incredible privilege, to see your children become parents, and
That's what
then
my
just
mom says. She's
it
like, "It's the best. Being
it
a
really
grandparent is the
it
best."
really is. It's just so incredible because you have that perspective on when your kids were little
Yeah.
and just how quickly it goes by, so
Oh,
love family first. I just love being with family,
yes.
and then just put me outdoors and I'll be good.
I mean, this sounds like the best life. I love it.
We're
How about
very
travel? You did tell me an interesting airplane story that will you ever get on the airplane again?
I will get on an airplane again. That was a very interesting story.
Okay. Yes, we have to tell the story because you only told me like the
Little snippet.
yeah.
So it was about 6 weeks before David and I got married, and it was winter time, and I lived in Southern California. I was in advertising, working for a great photographer. We were doing journalistic editorial photographs for a lot of celebrities,
Fun.
big, magazines and stuff like that. It was a very, very fun job. And my sister's boyfriend wanted to go skiing up in Mammoth in the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Pretty.
And he's a pilot. And he said, let's just go up there in the morning. We'll be back in time for dinner.
So this is a very little plane.
Very little plane. I think it was like I don't know, Cessna something or other.
Okay.
Um, and we took a friend skiing with us. It's a really crazy story. We went skiing. We had a great time. Stopped in the Mojave airport on the way back to drop off our friend,
Oh,
and his girlfriend picked him up. I don't know why she didn't go skiing with us, but she picked him up. And the gas station, the flight attendant guy, the gas guy said, "Well, do you want to top off your tanks?"
uh-huh.
And Steve, the pilot, he said, "No, we're good." And he said, "Well," he stuck the stick in there and he said, "Well, there's room, you're not full." And he said, "No, we're good."
Wait, they don't have gas meters? So
I mean, I think they just stick
like a oil
like
dipstick thing?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
1990.
Oh boy.
And they stick a thing in, yeah, like
Always
oil
say yes to
dipstick.
gas.
Yeah, it's like, who doesn't want a full tank? I do. Um, so we did not get the gas and we took off. We're flying. And we're flying kind of perpendicular to this highway that was right next to the Sierra Nevada mountains, Highway 395.
Ooh.
And it was a full moon. So we're flying along and it was really beautiful until the engine stopped because we ran out of gas. And I heard the engine just go.
And what happens to a plane? Is it nose down or is this kind of sailing line
No.
silence? You're like, okay, now we're hang gliding. Great.
That was it. We were hang gliding.
Oh no.
And so he said, "Lizzie, there's 395. Let's find a spot where there are not cars, and we're gonna put down on 395." And I was just like, "Wow, okay." So we did. We did.
See, this is why Liz is so calm. Okay. I would be like, where's the parachute? Pull the hatch. I hope to jump
It
out.
was it was it was really insane, and I haven't thought about this for a long time, so I'm excited to tell you this. So we did, and he said, "Okay, there's our spot. We're gonna land right here between there are no cars going north or south. We're just gonna land. Soon as we kind of come to almost a stop, you just pop that door open, and we're gonna pull the plane off the road." And I was like,
Oh,
"Okay." So we did, and then the police showed up.
I'm sure they did.
I never went skiing with Steve again. It was and, so, yeah. But it was
Best
safe. We
wishes.
landed. Yes, best wishes, Steve. Yeah, it was very, very nerve-wracking and
Yeah.
crazy. And then, my mom and my dad, they took us to the, police station somewhere, and they gave him a really whopping ticket because that's not legal to land a plane on a
Okay.
state highway.
Even in an emergency.
Yeah.
No
They
way.
gave him a big ticket.
Okay, I am kind of surprised by that. Yes, we should not have airplanes landing in the
Because they
freeway,
topped off the tank, and then
so he
we
was
put him in that
responsible for that.
situation, yeah.
That's true.
Because they
But I
they
do feel
said,
like emergency landing, I mean, did they give Sully a ticket for landing in the Hudson?
"Well, probably not. Probably not."
He was a hero. He saved people's lives.
That's right. That's right.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a night to remember.
Oh, I
For sure, yeah. And crazy, I'd had kind of like a high altitude headache
oh,
the whole
no.
day,
Uh-huh.
but the second that engine stopped, my adrenaline went phew, and my headache was gone.
Oh, wow.
So,
I bet.
that was a happy ending.
And no urge to jump out of the plane. You felt like, "Yes,
No.
we're gonna glide down and we're gonna land safely." Nowhere would that go through my mind.
I was hoping for the best.
Okay.
I was hoping for the best and kinda just going, "Wow, okay, let's see how this goes." And Steve, have you ever done this before? No, but,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
when the
we
pilot says, "We've never done this before," that's not what you wanna hear.
Yeah, yeah. But we did, and
Okay.
it worked out, and I have these little glimpses, little images in my mind of, like when I pulled the door and when we pulled it off the road, and then when we got it off the road, I just ran. I just,
You
like,
did?
ran away from the road, like, up and I just because I was so full of
You're in shock and
Yeah.
adrenaline. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just ran, and then I looked back, and I was like, "There's the plane, there's Steve, there are the cops." It was really
Wow.
crazy experience.
It is.
And
Well, we're
worked out
glad
well.
you're here
Thank you, me
and that
too.
there wasn't cars on the road and,
Thank you.
things just work out.
They do. They
Yeah,
tend to work out.
they
Yeah.
do. But this could be why you're so calm,
Right?
because you're like, "I have been through that, and if I can survive, nothing's really that big of a deal."
Yeah. I
So,
guess.
it makes
Yes.
sense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy night.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being with me today.
Yes.
This was super fun,
Me
and I'm
too.
so excited to have you at Cooper.
Thank
Super
you.
excited to see, what you do for the remaining of the year and into 2026 as you have, you work with your son, which is an amazing thing to be with family every day.
Incredible.
And then you've added your assistant and, you have a very steady business and I'm just excited to see where you take it in 2026.
Thank you, Kelly. I'm grateful to have you by my side. I'm really grateful to be here.
Oh, I'm happy to be.
Lovely people here.